Hi everyone, here I am with John Kalimannis, the president of AHEPA. John, tell us what's AHEPA?
AHEPA, it's a Greek organization. It's an Australian Educational Progressive Association. That's what the letters mean. It is the biggest Greek organization in the world. It's the third biggest in the world philanthropic organization after the Rotarians and the Lions. But as a Greek stands out itself organization, it is the biggest. In America especially, where the organization been formed and introduced about 90 something years ago, it has about 700 chapters there, men's alone, about 30,000 members, and the ladies, the daughters of Penelope that they have in America, they got about almost $30,000 members into their list. In American history, they have donated a lot of millions, quite a few. Actually, it's almost over $500 million in philanthropy. In Australia, we celebrate, as you have seen today, the 79th anniversary, birthday actually. We are 79 years. It formed in Werris Creek in a small village up at New South Wales. And the reason that they create AHEPA at that particular time and period in New South Wales is to be able to communicate mostly the Greek shop owners at the time from the northern New South Wales and Queensland, where a lot of Cytherians and Castellaresians mainly they were running a business like cafes and corner shops. It's been progress since a lot. Today it's AHEPA all over Australia. It's got lodges and a lot of chapters in every stage, and it's one of, as I previously mentioned, one of the biggest philanthropic organization. The last couple of years, to support what I'm saying, AHEPA donate almost $500,000 to the organizations in Australia, and something that, of course, we have to take responsibility on that. We haven't made it very aware to the public as far as our donations, because the numbers that I mentioned, they are quite large, and hardly any other organization have put into the community such a big lump sum of money. Recently we donate $150,000 to build a little chapel in the cemetery in New Zealand, in Wellington, and New South Wales donate about $20,000 towards to this particular. In Victoria, they raised money the last 6 months for the Kivotos του Κόσμου στην Ελλάδα to help our compatriots and brothers and sisters back in Greece because they're having a very hard time, as we all know, and they raised about $75,000 in a barbecue that has been they put on for this particular donation that day. So as you see, the AHEPA, it's one huge organization, but it has taken a low key, and I don't think personally has been presented to the Greek community to the proper way. And a lot of youth, second, third, and fourth generations, they don't know much about AHEPA. So my aim is to put AHEPA into the map highly, tell to the community what AHEPA stands for, bring AHEPA back where it was 30, 40 years ago, its glory. Yes, we are a ritualistic body. We are an order, and we are, as I said earlier, the only one, but that alone, it supports us, and it was the foundation for the organization to survive for 80 years. and it will be survived for another 80 years to come. It is very important that we tell our and we open ourselves with clear books who we are and what we stand in the παροικία. Γι' αυτό θα ήθελα πολύ the younger generation to get into our new page and to look for us in the next 4 or 5 months and be able to learn more about us. And I'll let them judge if we are worthwhile of being followed or not.
So what kind of person does it take to be a member of AHEPA? Is it someone who wants to contribute to society, someone who wants to network? What are the core values of AHEPA?
We take every kind of person willing to contribute towards to the society and to παροικία, and είμαστε ένας οργανισμός που υποστηρίζει, θα μιλήσω και λίγο ελληνικά, που υποστηρίζει την φιλανθρωπία, υποστηρίζει την εκπαίδευση, υποστηρίζει τη γλώσσα και τα εθνικά μας θέματα. Είμαστε μπροστάριδες απάνω σε αυτά που προείπα και οποιοσδήποτε θέλει να δουλέψει και να υπηρετήσει αυτό που προανάφερα είναι δεκτός στην ΑΧΕΠΑ. Υπάρχει μια συγκεκριμένη, οπωσδήποτε, μια δρομολόγηση πώς δεχόμαστε μέλη, αλλά βεβαιώνω στον καθέναν που θέλει να προσφέρει σε αυτόν τον οργανισμό, δεν θα υπάρξει ποτέ κάποιος να του πει όχι.
And what does AHEPA do in regards to, you said education and language and Hellenism? Is there certain things that AHEPA does to try and promote that in the country that it's in?
Yes, we have. I mean, we do have the educational committee. We have scholarships right across to the students that they study in Greek. We have supported the last 7-8 years the first open university outside of Greece, and we hosted in AHEPA Hall. And I think this open university have won a lot of prizes from the Greek community and the Greek government itself. We're at the stage now to enhance that program. We start the English program every Wednesday night. We begin this last year, and we proudly have about 60, I think, members that are attending every Wednesday night, and it's a big success when you look at 60 students in a class on a high level, as a university level. And also we reached up to 120 on Sunday afternoon, and I tell you, I enjoy it more because I have seen people, by saying open-hearted, that we did not have the time to do that when we were young, 20 or 30, and back at home, and we do have the pleasure to learn our history, or whatever the subject may be, in the age of 60 or 70, 80 and 85. Believe it, we got a 98-year-old student.
That's
right?
Fantastic.
So that's what we're doing.
I love it. So now let me put you on the spot with a question.
Yes.
You say you want to invite young people in. I'm going to be brutally honest. I think a lot of young Greeks will find that a lot of organisations say θέλουν την νεολαία, αλλά έρχεται η νεολαία, and they want them to sit in the corner and shut up, don't speak, do what I tell you, and don't actually really participate in the organisation. Is AHEPA really ready to open its doors to some young blood?
It's it's a good question, Anna. Thank you for pouring it in. It's a very sensitive question because a lot of organizations, they say that, but they don't mean that. Okay, I have fought for it, if you want me to put it this way, for many years in AHEPA. And in 15th of September, doing the proclamation, the installation, and we were swearing in, I will present members of the board of AHEPA, the age from 35 to 45. Out of 13, 9 of them. I have more presences in New South Wales, and I can assure you, all my committee, it is they all, let me put it to you this way, younger than me. I'm the oldest there. Now, the young members that they want to contribute or bring in a very good idea to fulfill the goals and aims that we mentioned, they are very welcome, and I promise you they will find a lot of room and a lot of angle to maneuver in AHEPA if they're willing to work. Mind you that a lot of us, we join any association or any big organization and we have a good ideas, we bring them on the table or on the floor, but we forgot about them and we come back 6 months later and ask ourselves or to the floor what happened. Now I'm ruling differently. If you bring in an idea and it's a superb idea, I will hold you responsible for that and I'll say, Anna, yes, you're the chairman of this, select your committee, you got 6 months, you got the support you need, you got the money, whatever, but yes, do it. So that I'll put you on the spot. If you want to do it, then you deliver, then you'll take off. No one can stop you. And I have that base. Every individual, they want to put in something into the organization and get at the end the recognition. And I rest assured that every single person, no matter the age, from 15 to 80, it will accommodate it, it will welcome, and will enhance progressively in AHEPA.
Fantastic. So if there's some young people out there and they've heard about AHEPA and they're interested, where should they go to get some more information?
As from I hope beginning end of October, we will be have our own page in the internet. They will get in and they will find more because we will start reading our history. I will put in as much as what we're saying today in details, and I will tell them what can they do or what can they not do in the organization as AHEPA. It will be clear and will be more informative as month by month as we go on, because we are at the moment selecting an IT people to put AHEPA on top of the advertisement. We'll try to put AHEPA into the community full on. We try to put AHEPA as we did start with you guys today, that I didn't even know you're existing, and that is an example, very clear example, and make sure that AHEPA will get into every single home of the Greek origins in this state and in this country.
Thank you, John, for your time. Good luck.
I thank you.
And we can't wait to hear more on all of your goals.
Εύχομαι να δω αρκετούς νέους να μας πλαισιώσουν και να θέλουν να δουλέψουν για τον ελληνισμό, όχι για τίποτα άλλο. Γιατί μην ξεχνάτε, έχουμε και τα εθνικά θέματα, τα οποία θέλουμε καινούριους, ακόμα και στα πολιτικά μπορούμε να τους βοηθήσουμε, διότι η ΑΧΕΠΑ είναι ένας οργανισμός που έχει αντιπροσώπους σε όλη την παροικία και στην Αυστραλιανή κοινωνία. Λοιπόν, αν κάποιος θέλει να έρθει στο Multicultural Committee που είναι αυτή τη στιγμή στο New South Wales, αν θέλει κάποιος να έρθει σε committees τα οποία είναι μεγάλα και αξιόλογα μέσα στο government, μπορούμε από την ΑΧΕΠΑ να τον προχωρήσουμε ή να τον κάνουμε nominate να πάρει αυτή την θέση, αρκεί να, όπως προείπα, να είναι στις υποχρεώσεις του σωστός.
Yes. Beautiful. Thank you so much, John.
Ευχαριστώ πολύ.
Thank you. Before we stop, was there anything you didn't get to say?
No, I think that's fine. I think we have another one later on.
Yeah.
Πάμε καλά.
I think
That's
we'll do a
where
nice
start.
intro,
Yes,
get
that's
people
it.
sort
Yeah.
of warmed up to it.
Exactly.
So, and we'll have more website and stuff next time.
Thank you.
All right, thanks. Thank you for your time, John.
Anyway,
Ready for me?
we'll keep on